Eternal time, an essential subject from Vinipedia. Even if we are able to do something temporarily beneficial, time will see that the good project is frustrated in course of time. The only thing possible to be done is to get rid of eternal time, KLA, which is compared to KLA Sarpa, or the cobra snake, whose bite is always lethal. No one can be saved from the bite of a cobra. The best remedy for getting out of the clutches of the cobra like KLA or its integrity, the modes of nature, is Bhakti Yoga, as it is recommended in the Bhagavad Gita 14.26. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinikote's eternal time category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 8 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books above. The modes of nature is eternal time, which is called KLA because it changes the shape of everything in the material world. Even if we are able to do something temporarily beneficial, time will see that the good project is frustrated in course of time. Armad Bhgavatam 1.13. 46. The partial dissolution of the universe that takes place at the end of Brahma's day does not affect all the planetary systems. The planets of highly learned living entities like the sages Sanaka and Bhgu are not affected by the dissolutions of the millenniums. All the planets are of different types, and each is controlled by a different KLA Chakra, or schedule of eternal time. The time of the Earth planet is not applicable to other, more elevated planets. Armad Bhgavatam 3.1. 16. Kuntev knew that Krishna was neither her nephew nor an ordinary family member of her paternal house. She knew perfectly well that Krishna is the primeval Lord who lives in everyone's heart as the Supersoul, Paramtiyam. Another name of the Paramtiyam feature of the Lord is KLA, or eternal time. Armad Bhgavatam 1.8. 28. At the end of the day, under the insignificant portion of the mode of darkness, the powerful manifestation of the universe merges in the darkness of night. By the influence of eternal time, the innumerable living entities remain merged in that dissolution, and everything is silent. Armad Bhgavatam 3.11. 28. In the Brahma Sahit it is stated that the sun is the eye of the Supreme and it rotates in its particular orbit of time. Similarly, beginning from the sun down to the atom, all bodies are under the influence of the KLA Chakra, or the orbit of eternal time, and each of them has a scheduled orbital time of 1 Savatsara. Armad Bhgavatam 3.11. 13. When I finished performing mystic yoga for 1000 years, you asked me upon whom I was meditating. Now, here is that supreme person to whom time has no entrance and who the Vedas cannot understand. Eternal time enters anywhere and everywhere, but it cannot enter the kingdom of God, nor can the Vedas understand the supreme personality of Godhead. This is an indication of the Lord's being omnipotent, omnipresent and omniscient. Armad Bhgavatam 8.12. 44. There is complete agreement between Armad Bhgavatam and the Brahma Sahit. Eternal time is never lost along with the life of Brahm. It continues, but it has no ability to control the supreme personality of Godhead because the Lord is the controller of time. In the spiritual world there is undoubtedly time, but it has no control over activities. Armad Bhgavatam 3.11. 38. Eternal time moves very sharply, as if made of razors and thunderbolts. Uninterrupted and fully independent, it drives the activities of the entire world. If one does not try to study the eternal element of time, what benefit can he derive from performing temporary material activities? Armad Bhgavatam 6.5. 19.